Okay, so I woke up yesterday with a super stiff neck. It's also called frozen neck. Stiff neck is one of the worst experiences to have. It's not the same thing as a pinched nerve, although some of the exercises are the same, but some of them are not. A pinched nerve is less focused on the neck. There's pain in the neck, but it's not so bad that you can't move. It more so your arm feels different kinds of sensations. So that's more of a pinched nerve. A stiff neck is you can't move. And so I woke up yesterday, one movement just caused it to feel like I need to crack it, I need to move it, I need to fix this. But it was just like basically one of those things that's gonna last several days, you know. It's so painful to do like turns or anything sudden, and it's excruciating. It is not fun. You can always speed up the recovery with certain exercises and continuing to work on your posture. So usually when we're slouching a lot, we're looking down on screens, things like that. That is not good over time. Stress, carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders, being tense, having tense shoulders, that contributes to it. So that's my third time that it ever happened, but it was like the worst of them. And I actually did a lot of exercises last night where like I can actually move and do some things and get in and out of bed without feeling like so I'm actually inspired to make a video for it because that is what's been getting me through, and you want to do these like every hour. So I wanted to do a show and stuff, but it would have to be a bottom half stiff neck shakes. One of my favorite ones is one where you're just like stacking your ears on top of your shoulders. Your shoulders are down, you're pushing your head back, so it's like that fun dancey move back in the day. You don't want to do it fast, you want to do it really slow, obviously. Take your time with it, you know, really listen to your body as you're doing any kind of stretching, because our neck is so sensitive right now when it's inflamed like that. Yeah, one of the favorites is just like pushing that neck back to compensate or overcompensate in posture for what's more supposed to be aligned in this way. I'm sort of creating a few chins right here, and then we're holding it for 5 seconds and releasing. But we're not really creating like a ton of chins because we're not wanting to tilt our head down too much. It's more creating chins by pulling our head back to the back of the room. Feeling what feels really nice when I do with my shoulders, I pull them down a little tiny bit and then let go. So those chin to the backs are really good. And another one's like you feeling like you're a cat, right? So my friend was like, kitty stretches. I was like, wait, what? He's like, kitty claws. So my shoulders are back, got my claws out, opening the chest. And then I could also try it where my hands are down, shoulders are down, relax. That's really important in these. And then you bring your shoulder blades closer together here. Your arms are just kind of here, relaxed, facing upwards. So you can hold these stretches 5-10 seconds. Always finding what feels good, what's gonna help us feel better. We never want to make the pain spread. So if we ever feel like we're actually spreading pain, rewind, going the wrong way. With this pinched nerve especially, you can get it to where pain starts to extend out and down your back too. And I kind of felt like that happened yesterday, and we don't want that. So we want to feel like the pain is more centralized rather than peripheralized. We want to bring the pain where it started and then help alleviate it there instead of having it spread. So heart opening stuff. This is a posture thing too, but it's also everything is mind body connected. So when we're slouching a lot, we're closed up in the shoulders, we want to open up. You can start it even by putting the shoulders up, and just be careful with that because you can really feel it there, and bring them back and down. So a lot of these exercises, especially on the very first day, they're going to be a little more intense feeling. But I did a lot of these last night and it started to feel so much better today. Another one that I like is bringing our shoulders up and do these all slowly and continue to listen to your body, and then slowly, gently bringing them back and down. And another thing is a supportive pillow. So yeah, I went ahead and ordered a contour pillow. These help to get in the more aligned form, loosen you up, warm you up a little bit. But the stiff neck it's like compressed together. So what we're gonna do is kind of pull it apart. So we're putting our hands here at the top and just pulling it apart. And yesterday I did a lot of self-massage, and I think that really helped me because when our neck is kind of frozen, it wants to just freeze in the place that it is. So we're helping it to keep the blood flow going and help with the inflammation, but not hurting us so bad. We're alleviating the pain, in fact. So some moves, it's like, nope, doesn't want to do it, especially on the first day. My head didn't want to go to the side, my head didn't want to turn. But now, today, it's actually able to turn, which tells us that it's not the too upper of the cervical spine, it's a little lower. That means that our shoulders are really tight and there's gonna be knots, which I like to call pressure points, that can be pressed on. So yes, self-massage. You can also, right here, I'm pushing it up, giving that area some love, warming it up. We will need a towel or sweater, so I'm just gonna use this. There's a few that I've learned that I'm really grateful for these YouTube, is it Bob and Brad? I don't remember exactly, but they're the most famous chiropractors on YouTube, on the internet. So you'll find them. Okay, before we bring the sweater into it, another one, they say you can do this by the wall, but I can also just do it without a wall. And this one you don't do as often. The other stretches, you want to kind of do them a lot, but this one you can do by a wall and you don't have to do it as often. And it might be a little intense, but just kind of bring the shoulders up and down. I think they called these angel wings or something. So it was really nice watching their videos on stiff neck and even some on pinch nerve. Like I said, some of them coincide, like the one where you're pushing your head back. So we'll go from there. After you've warmed up and your head has been pushed back, you really learned how to tilt down, but not too far down, and push that head back, bringing the shoulders down. You're going to kind of combine that as you bring your towel or whatever you have supporting your back. You don't want it kind of on the lower end. So one of them is, this one really was a challenge for me yesterday. I couldn't go back at all. And today I've just slowly been able to go farther and further back. So I'm pulling here to help support the back. I'm just starting to tilt my head up. And the more support, I feel like it feels better. Going up, this is one of the absolute hardest. So do it really slow at your pace. And another thing is we're keeping the neck tucked in, kind of like we're carrying that posture with us. And then we can also start to bring the arms up, and they say follow the thumbs. So we're following the thumbs, supported. And over time, until like it feels like that pinch, it's like, okay, I don't need to go further than that. You know, I don't want it to hurt. I don't want it to be excruciating. I don't want it to be sharp pains. But until the point of pretty much discomfort. And I'm going back there, and I do that, repeat that a few times. Another one is grabbing this and putting it where I showed you those points before, right at the hairline. We're putting this right at the hairline and pulling up. And that's part of the decompression. We want to spread the muscles out. So we're pulling it up. You can do that a few times. You can also do that with your hands. You can put your hands there, or you say put your thumbs there, and you can push upwards. There's that, always finding what feels really good, what is helping us. And then another one is, so do your arms like this, and you want to switch. So grab that on this one and grab on this one. So when they're straight, yeah, they're like that. And thank you, Bob and Brad. So you're pulling down, support the shoulder with this hand, and then on this one, you're gonna help. This one I didn't really do last night. I did that one more today, now that I had more movement. So guiding it with the chin, helping the neck go side, and then this one, the other side, and repeating it and really supporting it with this one pulling down. It just feels really supported, so it feels really good. And I'm only going as far as feels good. I don't want to feel any sharp shooting pain. And then kind of a supported one going on that side to where you can go. Like if you can turn your head, it's probably the lower part of your, instead of your upper cervical. So pushing on some pressure points, you know, doing some shoulder massage. It's all kind of, our back is connected, so that really helps. Inhale to center. I'm going to drop the legs to the other side. stretch my arms above my head, so definitely good for you. So we went from the stiff neck shakes last night, and I can move. I can do stuff, and I'm at a point where I can like move in certain ways. You know, sudden jerky movements in my neck I can't do, but I love that I got some more range of motion. Stiff Neck Diaries, day 4. I have gained a lot more mobility, had a nice massage today, discovered how tight I am. So last night I was able to do some more movements and dance, and I've been really focusing on the shoulders, rolling the shoulders, relaxing them down. I lost track of what day we're on. So yeah, 6 days. And I'm feeling so much better. I definitely can tell that there is some, you know, occasional, you know, pain in the neck that feels off. And there's a lot of tightness in my shoulders. I've been self-massaging a lot. And it's really tight and hard. But my range of motion super improved. I can almost do neck rolls, and I am doing cardio moves. Last night I did abs. I did 35 minutes of abs. I'm doing yoga. I am able to do a lot of the postures, heart opening. Just gotta be careful, listen to my body. It's good for me to keep moving. The openings, and I'm able to bring my head all the way back. It was good for me to shake and just loosen out, stay open, mindful of screen time, continuing to do all of that. Thanks for being a part of the journey. It's an integrative experience because it's mind, body, spirit. It's so many different levels. The healing is holistic, and I love it. I love holistic healing. So I love holding my arms up, putting my thumbs together here, opening my shoulders. So a lot of shoulder opening. I always have tight shoulders, so getting it loose. Puppy. Got my roommate's doggy out here with me. Being careful with the neck moves and really like being intuitive. I'm like, my body is a little bit hesitant to do chaturanga, so I'm not fully doing that. I know different moves that I've done, you know, I'm not like doing the full-on crunches, I'm not doing like the twists, but you know, I did abs, and I was able to do certain moves. On any given day, as the healing journey, there's so much different moves we can do. Anyway, just wanted to show some of the stuff that's been able to do, feeling good. Stiff Neck Diaries, day 12. I basically feel like a normal person. I've been doing neck rolls the past few days and even really the past week. As soon as I feel like I could do them, I was doing them. I basically just feel just about normal. I do feel some moves that I can feel it. I've been continuing to do heart opening, chest opening, continuing to do stretches and keeping up with that stuff, not texting, looking down, T-Rex arms, putting computers at eye level, and I'm feeling really good. I got an amazing massage on Sunday. That felt so good. I was still super tight, and I still do have some tightness in my shoulders. That felt amazing, and I think it'll be really helpful to go in for another massage as well. And I cannot forget to show you my new pillow that came, like so I've been able to use this ergonomic contour pillow that I got online. There's different brands. This one's Milemont. There's also Bedsure and a few other ones. And you get it out of the box and it kind of inflates after a little while. So at first it doesn't seem like it, but it's super supportive. It's super squishy and I love it. And one of the nights I actually slept without it and it didn't feel as good. So it just supports my neck when I'm sleeping on my side. You can also sleep on it the other way as well. You can flip it. But I really like this. I really love neck support. And then these are my blue light glasses for all my screen time. Thanks for following my journey. If you got stiff neck, I hope that it heals pronto and that you are back to your mobile self. Love you.